All right, all you freedom loving boys and girls, Mark, Centerline Systems, welcome to the charity auction. I already shot this video once, but I'm so stoked about this. I totally was just, even more so than my normal squirrel self. I was all over the place. But hey, here we go. Let's kick it off. There's already been some great comments and some great conversations and some really cool things that have happened. And we haven't even started the charity auction. So I'm just going to jump in with some rules first, how this is going to work. Talk about the charity that is going to receive whoever the winner is, the payment from whoever the winner of this one is, and how that's going to work going forward. So just some basic general ground rules. All right. So today is Monday, the 3rd of July. So every Monday is going to be a new auction. Now, next Monday, we'll start off that video talking about, announcing the winner of this video. You'll see me putting a check in the envelope, sending it off to 23rd Veteran. I'm not going to display the winner's information, but I'll have all the gear packaged up and, and all that kind of happy joy. And then we'll go into the auction for next week. So this will be the only time where we don't have a winner being announced because it's the first auction. And hopefully you're going to help make it a kick-ass auction. So how we're going to do the bidding is kind of relatively simple. I think it's simple. It's kind of the simplest way I could come up with is you just make a comment. I don't need any of your personal details or anything. Just leave a comment with your bid, right? And I do encourage everybody to have fun with this, right? Because that's the other thing. Yeah, times are tough, and I mean, yeah, we all know times are tough, right? And all the more reason why we should be doing acts of kindness and looking after our fellow man. But there's no reason when we have to be glum and sour and dour about it. Let's just have some fun. Let's get some little shit talking going, some smack talking and all that kind of crap, in the comment sections. But then what I'll do is I'll leave it open for 72 hours. So on Thursday, 6th July at 1400, I'll pick a winner. Whoever had the highest bid in all the comments for this video, whoever that person is, that's going to be winner chicken dinner. And then I'll start communicating with that person. I'll just start off just by, responding to your bid. And I would, suggest that you just keep an eye in the comment sections because, if it's Thursday at noon and no one's outbid you, well, you're going to expect to get an email or a message, a comment back from me. And then we'll start talking on the phone and I'll get all your shipping information. The way I think how we're going to exchange the money is I'm going to send you an invoice from Centerline Systems, clearly saying that this is charity, charity auction. Here's who the charity is. Once we get the money over to the charity, and then so I'll invoice you. I'll write a check to the charity. That way I know there's no welching on things, right? There's the money. It's going to the charity, and then because they're all 501, 501c3s. We'll get the paperwork back and then I'll send you a copy so you can have it for your taxes because it's a tax deduction, right? So those are kind of the rules. Somebody's got a better idea, let me know. I'm not opposed to just having somebody else so here, I'm just going to get this out there. Somebody may be thinking, well, why not just let me write a check to that organization? You're absolutely right. But now we could do that. But I'm not sending you the gear until I have some no joke confirmed receipt, showing that you actually contributed to the charity, right? So no offense to anybody, trust but verify. That seems like that's just going to slow the process down. And, you're not going to get your gear for possibly a couple of weeks, but we can work that stuff out. But I think the way I just described what I'm thinking of, I think that's kind of the simplest and easiest. I'll just send you an invoice. It'll clearly be listed for what it is. And then once the charity receives the money, they'll be sending the form because, again, they're a 501c3. So there's a form that they'll be sending back. And then I'll just end up giving that copy to you, so you have it for your taxes. All right. So let's just jump into what the first items are. Now, I already posted this over on Instagram, but it's going to be a Ma Deuce. And we're calling this Captain America because it's kind of got some Captain America colors. Honestly, did not think about that knowing that we would be doing the first charity right before the 4th. It just was a color scheme. We're like, hey, let's do blue and red. And then it just happened to coincide with Independence Day. All right, so there is this. So you got blue, Mariner blue Kadura. You got red accents, the red thread, red binding tape. We got red snap caps, Cerakoted by our friends at Fog Firearms. Show you the shoulder strap. It's pretty cool. The 1.5 inch is red, and then the 1 inch loops are black. So that's really cool. So it's a pretty badass looking Ma Deuce Canteen carrier. But that's not all, right? No, heck no. If you got a Ma Deuce, you got to have a way to organize all that extra gear. So one of our G3 gear rolls, same color scheme, Mariner blue with red binding tape, red drag handle, and then, you know, red snap caps on the back, right? There you go. So here's the deal. Here's how I'm going to do these things going forward too. So that retail value right there is $280, right? For just that color scheme. It actually would be a little bit more because of the snap caps, but whatever, monkey math, it's $280. So I'm going to take 25% off whatever the retail is. So in this case, again, I'm monkey mathing it, so just bear with me. That's about $210. So the starting bid, the opening bid for this charity is $210. So if we get a winner chicken dinner, then we at least made $210 for the charity. As a matter of fact, and I forgot to mention that, I'll do that in a second. Let me just finish my chain of thought. So 210 is the starting bid. Leave it in the comments. But what is the point of having a Canteen carrier without a Canteen? So I'm going to throw in on my own one of these kick-ass heavy cover titanium Canteens. Now, full disclosure, this is mine. This is the not my one that I use. This is the one that I use for photos, right? So it's never been out in the woods. You know, it's in perfect condition. I guess you could technically say it's slightly used because I'm touching it right now. I've used it in photos in the past. But you'll get the Canteen cup lid, the Canteen, and the two different tops. I'm throwing that in for free. Those are $150, right? I bought this one, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 years ago when I bought this one. So it's been around for a while, but they're $150. So that's a little incentive for whoever is the winner chicken dinner. Let's get things going. And you can already see, and this is why I had to shoot it a second time, I'm laughing at this. I totally enjoy this. I hope you do too. I think this could be a lot of fun. Let's make it successful. So I'm going to throw in the heavy cover Canteen, titanium Canteen set. That goes from me to you, whoever the winner is, from me to you, in addition to whatever you donate on your bid. And I've totally failed to mention this, and I apologize. I'll have a link to the organization in the, down below in the video, but we're going to use the 23rd Veteran Organization. So I do these charity garage sales. I did them for a while, and then my back went out and I couldn't do it for a bit. And I started again last year, and 23rd Veteran was the group that I donated to. And we raised $1,000 in a charity garage sale. So 23rd Vet, just going to start off where I left off. So 23rd Vet, I'll have a little link to who they are so you can check them out. And I'll have a link to whatever the organization is in every one of our videos. So next week's charity, I'll have a link to them embedded in the video as well. All right, $750. I did a way better job this time than the first one. I'm serious. I was just laughing my ass off. I couldn't keep my squirrel. I just was all over the place. I hope I covered everything. I think I did. Hey, let's have fun with this. Again, yeah, times are tough. They really are. I get it. I'm not exempt from that statement. But now more than ever, we need to do good, kind, random acts of kindness for other people. Demonstrate that who we are. We are the people that care about other people, and we look out and we can do great things through great causes, great organizations. So let's really try to make the success. I know I'm asking you guys to do it, but I'm kicking in a whole bunch of stuff too, as you see. And so let's make it work, right? And let's have fun with this for the next 2 months. And maybe that'll be the things that we laugh about and keeps our head above the water, for the next couple months until whatever new calamity besets us, in our society. Hey, and on a final note, and as I kind of said, when we picked this color scheme, I wasn't really thinking that it was going to happen now, during Independence Day or Independence Week. So, hey, just a quick little point. I've had some people giving me shit, hey, Mark, the 2nd of July is really Independence Day. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I get it. They drafted the document on the 1st. It was ratified on the 2nd. They probably all got really drunk the night of the 2nd, and they were hung over on the 3rd. And then so they made it public on the 4th. I don't know. Maybe that is how it all came about. It'd be a great story. I personally think we should have Independence Week, like the 1st through the 7th. Just the country takes the week off. And hey, even if you're not an American, if you're watching this, no matter where you are in the world, I really hope you do believe in freedom and big R given rights, God granted rights. Government doesn't give me any rights. I have these rights are ours, right? We have certain inalienable rights. So I hope you believe in that. And then the spirit of freedom is, just vibrant and living through your body. just like some midichlorians or whatever the hell that made up shit was from Star Wars, right? The Force. But yeah, I hope it's coursing through your veins, and wherever you are, you're seeing it. You're speaking out against tyranny. You're speaking out against censorship. You're speaking out against things that we all know are wrong, and you're doing things that is right. Supporting other people's, freedom to speak, their freedom to defend themselves. I hate to make a plug for our Mission Critical podcast, but Jeremy and I just probably spent 2 hours last night talking about property rights and how important property is, because hey, your body is your property, right? So if you are into that type of stuff, and if you want to, you notice I don't do a lot of the politics over here anymore, go check out our Mission Critical podcast. But I digress. Just a little plug, because I got wrapped up just talking about freedom and liberty and all that stuff. So whoever you are, wherever you are, if you're here in the States, I hope you and your family and loved ones and friends have a really great, Independence Day celebration, with everything that entails and all the fun. But you take a moment and just reflect on, what it really took to create that and how we got here and who we really are. And for all of my brothers and sisters anywhere else out there in the rest of the world, God bless you. I hope, you're able to squeak out whatever levels and degrees of freedom you can in your country, and always strive for more. So if you got questions or comments, you know the deal. Reach out anytime. I'll do the best I can to help you out. Our first charity auction, online charity auction, kicking off. It's official. Let's make it work. All right, everybody. Reach out anytime. Until then, keep thinking, keep moving, never quit. We'll see you again soon. Woo!